Okay, this is looking pretty good. I can see you've spent some time painting the face, which is good. Um, I think, and I can see a little bit of color variation on the body um, and the hands. You might want to paint in some fingernails. I'm thinking maybe somebody who has purple lipstick and purple hair might also paint their fingernails. I think that the skirt could use just some variation in the color. Maybe you want to even paint in some wrinkles there. Um, mm, Supposed to be able to show the image. I'm just going to delete history, Alt Shift D. Take a look. Oh, it's just purple. Okay, so you haven't painted a texture for that at all. It's just a solid color. And same with those. So I would paint a texture for those. Um, and here it looks like you've painted a texture, but it's just solid colors. And again, getting some variation in there, maybe some texture like a leather texture, or just something so it's just not just a solid block of color would be an improvement. Um, and then geometry wise, I think there's a couple. When I was looking at this, there's a couple edges here. See how it looks sort of kind of, you get this like weird crease there. I think that just turning on symmetry, you can see that there's two edges really close together, and I don't really see much reason for it. So I would say we should be able to take these out. Shift right mouse click, delete edge. Um, and I got rid of some of that. It still looks sort of bumpy in here. And what I would tend to say is, I was going to say, what if we took, I'm just going to grow selection. Maybe to the bottom half of the face. Control F9 to convert to vertices. And then I was going to go into the sculpting thing and let's try this. Double click on this and let's try flood. Oh, it doesn't do it based on vertex selection. Alright, well, let's not use that one then. Let's use, great, we lost our selection. Just going to grow this out again. I'll use this one then, surfaces, sculpt geometry tool, options, smooth, and then flood. Flood again. Okay. And that looks much better. I mean, it may have screwed up the lips a little bit. I mean, you could try not selecting the lips, but all that little weird bumpiness is gone now. And maybe you lost a little bit of the shape, but I think it's mostly there. If I undo that back to before I did it, see all that. I mean, maybe what we want to do is just do the chin, like if I select this edge loop, and then grow that shift period, which is the greater than symbol, and kind of leave the lips out of it. Maybe you also want to leave the nose out of it too. Just doing control select. And then back in the sculpt geometry tool. And then flood, flood, flood. And then the lips are left alone. And all that's been smoothed out. And then maybe you want to do a little here too. But it looks much better to me. And then, yeah, I mean, painting the hair, I guess, would be like painting anything else. Um, you could do what I did in the module or do your own thing and just, paint some different strokes on here. Like we could do it right in Maya too, 3D paint, assign, edit textures, and then just do maybe some different shades of purple. Just going to increase my brush size a bit and make it really soft. Don't really like that. That looks dark, doesn't it? I don't know if I like. Hmm. You can pick a color off the screen, can't you? Get brush. Yeah, you can just pick like that color. Maybe make that a little lighter. And what? Why does it look darker? So weird. That's too light. Anyway, I'm kind of overdoing it, but you could, what I was imagining was painting like a slightly varied shades of purple, next to each other. It's weird how like that tiny adjusted and looks so much darker. And then maybe you can find some more interesting brushes if they have anything here. Like you could, I don't know, see what the hair ones look like. Something streaky looking. Ha, that was terrible. But anyways, you can play around with that stuff. So hopefully that gives you a start to some ideas about it. You can use Mudbox, you could use Photoshop, you could use... I mean, the idea is to get an idea of what you want it to look like. Maybe either do some concept art or photo reference and then go with that. But there's a lot of tools to do it with. It's more about a design choice. Yeah, and I definitely think some fingernails would help. And I think, yeah, painting some of the stuff that are just solid colors. All right, but yeah, overall good work on this.